So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll look to throw here. Caught left side. It's Beckham. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the option to give to Swift here. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Malone Nichols busting through to get him for a loss of 6. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Two minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Well, these two teams met up earlier in the year back in week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On second down, it's Montgomery, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And as a running back, you've got to be saying, where did he come from? He covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time, and he was able to stop his man before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Fields. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Seibert's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And he gets this to the 35, good for a gain of 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision, just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On the option to give to Swift here. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him so far.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Looking to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's got some space here. And down inside the 10 at the 9. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Here's Swift. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
53 to the mark. 53. Check 53.
On 1st down, Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
2nd and 11.
Watch the run. Check. 53. Check. 50.
Now it's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a third down.
Here's Fields.
This one caught by Crowder.
And he will have the Bears first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Montgomery back to the ground. And some room to roam now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Draw play, Fields gives to Montgomery.
Sheds off the tackle, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from taking the lead in this game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll set up to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off right around the 43. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. On 1st down, Fields.
On the catch, it's Crowder. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
75 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Able to stand bounce, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
To throw is Fields.
He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Montgomery on the counter. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Back to throw, Fields.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's brought down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. They try again with Montgomery. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now Fields.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 24. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 15 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Second and 4. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
7 yards the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and
3. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They go play action here on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's